Early voting is underway across the state of Maryland. As of 7 o'clock tonight, more than 148,000 people cast their ballots. Now, polls will be open from 7 in the morning until 8 at night until Halloween. That includes weekends. This morning, Fox 45 News caught up with a few people at the polls talking about the importance of voting.
If you really have complaints and you really want to see a better change, go vote.
And we want to bring, people with great incomes here to, thrive and bring the city back to a good place.
You want your voice to be heard? Know your plan. So whether that's voting early, voting by mail, or voting on election day, just knowing what you're going to do beyond just the top of the ticket, I think is important.
Yeah, good advice. In a moment, we'll take a look at the polling numbers in the presidential race. But we begin with the Maryland U.S. Senate race, where a new poll from the University of Maryland and Washington Post shows a 12-point lead for Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks over former Governor Larry Hogan. We caught up with Hogan tonight to discuss his campaign.
As early voting gets underway across the state,
Governor Larry Hogan.
Candidates in the race for U.S. Senate are crossing Maryland, making their final pitch to voters.
Marylanders seem to be really excited and enthused, and I think they're kind of tired of all the negative ads, which they're not really buying because, the people of Maryland know me. They've known me for 10 years, and they aren't believing any of the attacks from the other side.
At the International Association of Firefighters Local 1563 in Millersville Thursday, former Governor Larry Hogan striking a positive tone despite recent polling from the University of Maryland and Washington Post showing Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks has a 12-point lead in the race.
Our internals show it within the margin of error, very, very close. All the momentum is on our side. She's dropping and we're rising, and that's exactly where I've been in the last two races. This time in 2014, the week before the election, they came out with a poll that said I was 12 points down, and we won by 5 and shocked the world. I think this is going to be similar.
The Post-UMD poll finds likely voters prefer the Democrats control the U.S. Senate and think Alsobrooks would do a better job handling abortion and health care, but would prefer Hogan on the economy, crime, and taxes.
It's really about me just reaching those last-minute undecided voters and trying to convince them that I'm going to be the same strong, independent leader that I was as governor for 8 years, and that I'll do the same thing in the Senate, and that's exactly what's lacking in Washington.
Alsobrooks has the clear lead despite improperly taking advantage of tax breaks she did not qualify for. She has vowed to make it right and pay back the tax credits in full.
Well, if I had known, I certainly wouldn't have had the homestead tax credit on the wrong house. I bought a house, and the tax credit didn't transfer. When we found out about it, we called to find out how to transfer it over.
With just 12 days to go,
it's impossible until somebody does it. That's what we usually do.
Hogan may be down, but says he's certainly not out.
I think we're going to pull it off. I like being an underdog. We've always been an underdog. It's the bluest state in America, more than 2-1, and so it's a tough thing to do.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.